Michigan Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. He believes so strongly in this wide receiver. He has been in the top 5 all season in receiving yards. Nobody can cover this guy. We've seen every type of different defense. Bracket, zone. Nobody has been able to stop him this year. Let's see if he's able to have a similar impact on this game today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Moving out to the right. Breaks the tackle. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
Now on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was... so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. After run, now throw. Finds his man. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect. The run inside. It's Marshall. Defense all over him.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Lets it fly. Right side, it's Reynolds. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. From the gun, the ground game. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Motion from the back. Down he goes.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Quarterback signaling to his guy. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Trying to establish the run. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
It's complete to the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Ducks right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Dante Moore fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Moore. Speeding down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
He breaks a tackle. They were all over it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Dumps it off in the flats. Powers through the defender. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up fourth.
And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Moore. Look out. Makes the grab. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Moore will throw. Setting up the screen. Got room at the 35. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Back to pass on second down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll run it. Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play.
Number 39, set to kick off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll run it. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's Underwood to throw. Rolls right. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
I think the defense thought they dialed up the right play. That was a blitz. They thought they were going to get to him back in the pocket, but give the quarterback credit. Using his athleticism and speed to extend the play just a couple of seconds to help him find a nice completion.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Moving the pocket, it's Underwood. Lets it fly. Turning it on. That's the 30. 10. And it'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. More play action. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. You talk about being handed a chance on a silver platter. 1st and goal from the 3. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Wolverines want to move quickly. Throwing, Underwood. Move to his right. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion.
Makes a catch on the left. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
He's tackled.
That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Throwing more. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Bear. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
29 on the play.
The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Here's Moore to throw. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Out wide right, it's Johnson. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
The Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd. Oh, the fake, the up man looking for room. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the 1st down, and the chains are moving.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick give. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Underwood. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. To the air, it's Underwood. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on fourth down again. Quarterback changing the play. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Made the catch, but nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and he stopped right at the line, and they'll turn it over on downs. Dante Moore. Got his man. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
From the gun on third down, Dante Moore just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him. He's too fast for him. Continues to make catches. Continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moore. Left side, it's Moore. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. This crowd knows when to bring it. From the gun. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop. Now to see what they do on fourth down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they've regained the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line, changing the routes with his receivers. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Bought a little time, lets it go. Good, strong tackle. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it right on the field. Knocked down immediately, but a 45. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here's Underwood to throw. Makes the catch. It's Buchanan. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
And guys, I'm kind of shocked. That's the first time we've called his name. And it's one thing for it to be his first catch going into the half, but that's the first target. This offense is an offense that needs him to be explosive, to make big plays. And in order to make that happen, they've got to target him and find ways to get him the football.
Second down, gonna throw it. Right down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal.
Kill. 886 bouncer. 886 bouncer. Magic.
Throwing, Underwood. Looking for the end zone. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown. Oregon. Number 13 takes it back.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with Tennessee taking on the number 1 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Volunteers coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. They now sit at a sterling 5-0 on the season, keeping their unbeaten streak going.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Right side, it's Moore. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't come...
Gashes him in the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon. know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Give to the running back. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. Trying to escape and get it himself. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick them up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be...
There he goes! And he runs it in for the score! Touchdown, Wolverines! That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that? Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug.
And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out, and it's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Throwing more. Looking to the big tight end. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Moore will throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it at the 15. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Ducks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
On second and goal, he gets another chance. He will not get there as the defense stops him again.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical, and this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring it.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
And that's a killer, because I'm okay running the same play back-to-back because I believe in that play. But when you get a negative play and now you've backed up, this makes this decision a lot harder.
Pushes toward the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ducks!
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on 4th and goal.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem.
That makes the score Oregon 44, Michigan 34.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Got a man. It's Marsh. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to...
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Working the ground game. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Got the quick completion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Underwood buying time to his right. Zings it complete to the right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
The Wolverines will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Here's more to throw. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over it. He's a one-man wrecking crew on this defensive front. This is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
Yeah, and it's a great lore to be etched in. Obviously, year after year, you see so many dominant guys in the trenches. And this is how it's done. You stop the run first, get them in passing situations, pin your ears back, and go put your name in those record books.
Holly, what update do you have on that?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Guys, back to you.
Looking for a deep man. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own one. Play action with Underwood. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He's changing the play. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Trying to take it back. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after three quarters. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Give to the back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And man, it's a big decision for this offense. Like, having the lead, does that change your mind? Are you less aggressive, or do you go for the gusto? You try to finish this thing off yourself by getting the first one.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. More to throw for it on 4th down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Powers inside. There he goes. Past the 50. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Firing to the right, complete. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Dante Moore flips it out to the back. Runs through the tackle. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
You know, and that's disappointing for the head coach, because you drill these 2-minute, 4-minute type situations late in games. You got to have awareness and understand what you're trying to accomplish. You're trying to bleed the clock, and you can't do that if you're running out of bounds.
It's caught. Running room in the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. Here's Underwood to throw. Going to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to youth.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Set to kick this low.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The Wolverines will hustle to the line.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Trying to get behind the defense. Upstairs to make the catch. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Throwing, Underwood. Fires to the wideout. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. The Wolverines come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Still looking to his right. Caught. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And that just drives you crazy as an offense to get down there, get that 1st and goal, and you got to back up and make it a little harder. Fires into the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
More. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab on the big throw. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Underwood. Oh, pressure's coming. Working the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Swings it out to his running back. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
2nd and long here. Brought down.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
3rd and long right here. Finding space. He gets it inside the 40, but he'll be stopped at the 39. Not wide enough to move the sticks, and it's 4th down.
And this defense...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He recovers. Fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Throwing more. Finds his man down the middle. And that is how we will wrap this one up. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're